Welcome to Bus Driver Life. My name is Keywan. I am a bus driver. As you can clearly see in the B-roll footage that's playing right now, that's me jumping onto my bus to go serve the passengers of Sacramento, California. In this video, we will briefly discuss a vicious attack on a bus driver in Brooklyn, New York. So what happened was an MTA bus driver was stabbed by a passenger in Brooklyn after apparently he confronted a rider who entered through a rear door overnight Tuesday. And this will be Tuesday, June 7th, 2022. So the authorities say that the bus operator was driving a Q train shuttle bus, which only picks up passengers at Q stations where there was no subway service due to overnight repairs. The 39-year-old driver was between stops when the assailant asked to be allowed to board, officials said. He advised the man that he could board at the next bus stop. As the bus was paused at the intersection, authorities said the man forced open the rear door, threatened, spit at, and attacked the bus driver. The driver was stabbed in the stomach and slashed him in the face, cutting him over the eye, according to officials. Okay, so as I was editing this video, finishing this very video that you're watching right now, there was a major update in the article. So they are actually looking for 3 people. And here's the picture of the 3 people that they are looking for. So it turns out that while the initial attack that I reported was taking place, 2 additional men boarded the bus and threatened the victim, or the bus driver, with a box cutter. Those 2 suspects fled southbound on Ocean Avenue, while the other attacker, a man in his 30s, fled eastbound on Empire Boulevard. So another interesting detail about this situation is that the driver did get out of their seat, but union officials insist he had little choice once the rear doors were broken. And a lot of times with public transit systems, it is a general rule that the bus driver should remain in their seats almost no matter what. So if someone's punching you, kicking you, or using a weapon on you, there's a lot of places that insist that you should just stay in your seat.
He ain't lying.
To me, that makes absolutely no sense because it's just purely human to want to get to a place where you can defend yourself or get away. When you're sitting in the seat, the driver's seat of a bus, you have the bus to the left of you, your steering wheel in the front of the bus in front of you, and to the side, you generally have some sort of fare box or something. And some transit systems will have some sort of partition door that somewhat shields you from the general public, but not really. There really aren't many public transit systems in America that have a full enclosure like they do in London, and here's a picture of that. But in this case, it makes perfect sense that the bus driver would get out of their seat because you have a part of the bus that has been damaged. Someone has broken through the rear doors. So normally, naturally, you would get up and check. You would need to check anyway to see what kind of damage is done because you're going to have to call that in and get some assistance sent to your location. And the union leaders from the MTA in New York City, they had this to say: if we don't feel like we're getting the respect and safety that we need, the city could shut down. I'm telling you this, my members are going to act. And they're going to act because they're frustrated. Buses aren't going to roll down the streets as if nothing is happening while operators are getting stabbed, spat at, cursed at, and disrespected. Fortunately, the bus driver is in stable condition and is expected to survive. So positive thoughts and prayers to that driver and his family as they are dealing with a very difficult time. This is a blue-collar, frontline transit employee who went to work to do their job, and now unfortunately, they are in the hospital with a serious injury. So unfortunately, this is the ugly side of being a bus operator or just a public transportation employee in general. You never know who you're going to deal with when we're dealing with the general public. We see the best and the worst people all in the same day, multiple times a day. And you know, some people wonder, why do some bus drivers not say anything or they rarely speak? Because any little thing can trigger someone off. Something as simple as saying, hey, I'm not allowed to board you in the middle or in between bus stops or at an intersection, but I'll board you at the stop up there. When I get to the stop, I'll stop, open the doors, and you can get on the bus. Something as simple as that will make someone so upset that they will force themselves on the bus and violently attack the bus driver. You know, there are a lot of organizations out there that are really pushing and advocating for more frequent and reliable public transportation, and I'm all for that. But let's also make sure that we're advocating for safety on these transportation networks because we want to keep the employees that are on the front lines running these systems. We want to keep them safe as well as the passengers, the people that are using the service. We want them to be safe as well. Of course, we can't stop everything, but increased security can can, of course, assist the system in being more safe and give a lot of other people more confidence when they're using the service, and give other people more confidence who are interested in being employed and actually being on the front lines running the service. Because I do get some people that say they're interested in being a public transit employee, whether it's a bus driver or a train operator. And one of the biggest concerns that people generally have is safety. They're like, am I going to get beat up by a passenger? Is someone going to yell at me? Someone going to spit on me? Those are real concerns because those are actual issues that happen, and they don't just happen once every other year. So I just wanted to share this story with you. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this situation. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and thank you so much for watching Bus Driver Life.